Hey guys, I'm gonna make a quick video. Well, alright, I'll try to make it quick, but I like to ramble. This is a bunch of Franciscan Chert stuff that I've made within the past week, and for me this is prolific. But I was working a lot on this stuff. It started out with this big guy here, and this is a replica of some of the Yokuts Central or San Joaquin Valley Franciscan Chert knives that were made, and a lot of them are just kind of, and same with the Chumash, we're making knives like this. Deep, big serrations, Franciscan Chert, green variety. This was a pain. I got this piece from Ken Peak, so it'll be going back that way. It's very translucent, but this winter lighting is kind of a pain in the butt to show translucency and everything like that. But this little guy came off of that thing too, and that's pretty tough rock. I rubbed some hand salve on it, or however you say it, and so that's just a classic, you know, little stem point. A lot of the Native Americans that were working this material were making stem points just because of the nature of the material. It's kind of fractured. It's actually really fractured a lot of the time. Got a cat over here wanting some attention, but I'll just go through these. So we got a little stem point. This is kind of an icy colored Franciscan Chert drill. It had all kinds of little problems in it. They're not really, I mean, they're fractures, but they kind of healed a little bit, I guess. That was kind of making me a little nervous while I was making it, so I just left the base like that. This is my favorite in this case, and that is I guess it's just like a Chumash style, early archaic, well, Channel Islands kind of thing. Some of the points that were found out there around 8,000 years old are this style. A little semi-translucent around the edges, kind of brownish. It had a ton of brown, nasty cortex on this backside, and if I post this stuff on Instagram, I'll probably show some pictures. I really like the flaking on that one. This is a Pinto Basin point. They didn't use Franciscan Chert for this stuff commonly. It blends so well into my hand. Might as well talk about it over here. And this piece of material is Franciscan Chert, but it's an interesting variety. It's got these little speckles in it. Salmon colored. And yeah, this is a weak shouldered Pinto Basin point. A lot of them had serrations like this. But most of the time, Pinto Basin points were made out of quartz, basalt, and further east into Nevada, you'll find obsidian Pinto points which are made better. But on the California coast, they weren't made that commonly. It's almost like the Pinto Basin culture was further east. This is my second favorite. Diablo Canyon, early archaic or mid archaic Franciscan Chert. Got the tip nice and straight. Nice body. And this was a little flake or spall that came off of the piece that made this guy here. This is one that Ken Peak found. It was a stone that I found, or he found with me. We were out collecting this stuff in a creek. It has a nice healed fracture there. Running all the way. And it changes color. And this was I originally wanted to make a Clovis out of this. But I like the coloration. I also wanted to leave this up at the tip, which I probably still could have done if it were a Clovis point. Change in color there. Man, I really don't like this lighting. But I like the flaking too, and I just decided to leave it. Put a little beveled edge on it. So I like that point. So these two are from the same rock. This is the greenest, I would say, in this case. I think it's a little rosy stemmed point. The flaking on there. This darker stuff down on the base is a lot harder, crusty. Love that green Chert. Vandenberg or Año Nuevo point. Serrated. Oh, that's from this piece is from the same one as this one. And these are kind of a large rock in the same stream. And broke them up. You take the rock with Franciscan Chert a lot of the time, you take it, and if it breaks, you whack it and it breaks into 3 pieces. Well, it's 3 pieces that may or may not be solid. Then you just keep breaking them and breaking them until they stop breaking naturally, and then you have something solid. And that's what these 2 came from. I think I talked about all the friends. Oh, yes, this is a little crescent. Kind of lopsided butterfly crescent, but I like making them out of this material because this paleoculture in that area and late or early archaic people were using Franciscan Chert a lot. So that's a cool little guy. And then some scrapers and other types of tools out of Franciscan Chert, with the exception of this. I want to talk about that later though. This is a little thumb scraper out of Franciscan. That's the cool variety with lots of different colors in it. Kind of rusty. This is a hafted scraper. This style was used a lot in California. Well, I keep dropping my phone a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this end would have been hafted in. I could have made a point out of this, but I just thought it'd be cool to leave it as a little scraper. It's just such a cool piece of material. Let's see if we can get this better. This material, this variety of Franciscan is a mix of the 2, the green and the red. It's pretty cool. So that's a cool little scraper there. This is called a Lamos. And it's a tool that was used by the Lake Mojave culture, contemporaneous with Clovis. And some people say they're bipoints, just a different type of projectile point. Or it could be some sort of little scraper. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Almost always uniface, sometimes not, sometimes they're flaked, but they're always flat on one side and then really domed on the other. And then this is the last piece of Franciscan. And this was such a cool piece. I've never really seen a piece of Franciscan like this before. And I just made a little scrape, or kind of a larger scraper out of it. But it had so many cool little bands, healed fractures in it that I had to just leave it as is. I didn't want to reduce it down anymore. And it's super high quality too. That snapped like a dream. Really glossy. Cool colors. Love that one. So that's all Franciscan Chert. Lastly, there's a piece of Mojave Jasper. And that one's just, I kind of like this one. I just made it recently. It's got a whole lot of crap in it. Nice tapered tip there. Elk antler pressure flaking. Some weird stuff going on in that one, but I like this point a lot. The material is really cool. It kind of looks like this Jasper, similar to the point that was found at La Prele Mammoth Kill Site in, is it Wyoming? That's pretty cool. Semi-translucent, mostly opaque. Gypsum Cave projectile point. Thanks for watching.